Will, I think all three of us said last year
Mhm.
that the possibility of the players going on strike was legit. So have at it. Now let me do this as well because not everybody sees the shirt. We're gonna shift gears now and go bring everybody in once again off the. So there we go. So your thoughts on negotiations, where things stand, blah blah blah. Okay, Miss Wanda said Juwan scored. I knew Juwan was going to play because he didn't do much for Utah Jazz in summer league, so so he's playing for Forever Cougs. Okay, but any thoughts on the WNBA players taking a stand, doing the publicity, and apparently fans chanting during the game, "Pay them, pay them, pay them." So, what are your thoughts on what the players are doing?
Exercising the right, they have to. I mean, they have to. They're in the midst of a negotiation, and from all reports, the session this weekend was not beneficial to them. Was not successful. So they're implementing the weapons they have at their disposal. The court of public opinion.
Yes, agreed. KP, you kind of froze. So, are you still with us? There we go. Okay, nice. Okay, what are your thoughts?
I mean, the fact that this is the first substantive discussions the two sides have had this year, and it's already July, that tells you how big the chasm is between the two sides.
And they have until I think the end of October. So October 31st, and then the players decide if they want to go on strike or not. What for both of you? Give me percentage. How likely? And let me add, WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert put on the positive spin from the owner's side, that things are going to get done and a transformative deal will be reached and there won't be a stoppage. Give me a percentage. What do you think is the likelihood of a player strike or a deal being reached before October 31st?
I'm not encouraged.
Okay, well, give me a number. How not encouraged are you?
I mean, if the commissioner said what she had to say,
right?
But the fact that those with the players who have a lot invested, and we've seen there is an alternative to playing in the league. So, and they've seen that there's another way of doing things that is much more to their liking, that addresses their concerns more intentionally. I think they have some leverage.
Will?
Be a little more optimistic because it's 3.5 months for the deadline. These things, I mean, for whatever reason, tend to get done at the 12th hour, 12th and a half hour, 13th hour. So, you know what? I'm gonna say it's a 70% chance they get it done.
So Willie, are you saying like basically right now, because October is October,
Yep.
that both sides can sit there with their arms crossed and their heels dug in, like, I'm not budging.
It happens. I mean,
it's a game of chicken. Who blinks first?
For the most part. I mean, for whatever reason, I mean, it's time and time again. Labor disputes, they get done at the 12th hour. You have a myriad of time, a lot of time to get it done, but it doesn't happen until there's a deadline that has to be met for whatever reason. And I think that's just where we are right now.
And truly in pro sports, I think it's more times than not, there is a lockout or a player strike rather than as opposed to a deal being reached or an extension being agreed upon before the deadline or in whatever sport. Basketball, hell, the NBA, this most recent extension was a rarity for the NBA. So I think, and here's the thing, if the players decide to opt to strike in November, there's no season. No one's going to care. No one's going to notice. You know, and I love women's basketball, but by that time it's going to be women's college basketball. So it's going to be UConn and South Carolina and Houston, Texas, LSU. The only leverage that they'll have during the season is if it lasts long and approaches what would be the WNBA draft and things like that don't happen. Then folks would be like, oh, well, why isn't it happening? Oh, because the players are on strike. But beyond that, I think the players will lose leverage by that point because it'll be college basketball season.
I mean, but can two things be true at the same time?
I think so.
Yeah, like they have leverage now because you're in the middle of the season.
Yes,
but as Willie says, October, months off, something will get done. But the closer you get to October, the leverage diminishes.
I think something will get done after the WNBA finals. So between September and the end of October, I think something will get done.
So basically you'll say that, or there will be a statement that comes out, a joint statement, that both sides are focusing on the season, ensuring this is the most successful season in WNBA history, praising the expansion and the plans to grow the league. And upon the conclusion of the season, we will work in earnest to find a resolution that is amicable to both sides.
It sounds like you have been through this before.